pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Millen Wee. Today I am going to discuss to you about juvenile delinquency in the Philippines. First, the contents are definition of juvenile delinquency, types, characteristics, theories, juvenile delinquent activity, crimes and offensive behavior, statistics, and prevention. Juvenile delinquency, it is also called as crime. It is an act harmful not only to an individual but also to the community or the state. Such acts are forbidden and punishable by law. Juvenile delinquent, a person who is under the age of 18 commits an act that otherwise would have been charged as a crime if they were an adult. Juvenile delinquency, also known as youth crime, is participation in illegal behavior by minors 18 below. Why treatment juveniles differently? First, juveniles are young and may easily change, more susceptible to treatment. Second, juveniles have a high rate of persistence. Most never get in trouble again. Third, juveniles' family is important to their lives. State acts in partnership with family to treat child. Fourth, juveniles are easily influenced by peers. Juvenile crime is a group phenomenon. Removed from the group, child will behave. The last one, juveniles have little responsibility for others. Easier to get them to isolate and modify behavior. So what are the types of juvenile delinquency? First, the individual delinquency. This refers to delinquency in which only one individual is involved in committing delinquent act and its cause is located within the individual delinquent. Most of the explanation of this delinquent behavior come from psychiatrists. Second, the group-supported delinquency. In this type, the delinquencies are committed in companionship with others and the cause is located not in the personality of the individual or in the delinquent family, but in the culture of the individual's home and neighborhood. The third one is situational delinquency. Is not deeply rooted because of less developed impulse controls and or because of lesser reinforcement of family restraints. The last one is organized delinquency. Primarily refers to criminal activity committed by juveniles and young persons, juvenile delinquents as opposed to juvenile criminals, and unlawful activities that are not quite as serious. What are the characteristics? First, the delinquency rates are many times higher for boys than girls. Second, the delinquency rates are tend to be highest during early adolescence, 12 years old to 16 age group. Third, juvenile delinquency is more an urban than rural phenomenon. Fourth, low education background is the prime attribute of delinquency. Fifth, the poor economics background is also leads to delinquency. These are the characteristics. Like for example, the first one. The first one is delinquency rates are many than time higher for boys than girls. And as we can see in the third characteristics, it is more an urban than rural phenomenon because mostly of the young ones in the urban they are influenced by the peers in many situations than the rural phenomenon. And also for the fifth one, because of the poor economics background. So sometimes because they are belong to the poorest of the poor, that's why they commit these crimes to sustain their needs. The next one is the casual factors, or what are the casual factors to commit this juvenile delinquency? First is the poverty. Many youth are forced into delinquent activities because of a social disadvantage. Dahil nga sa kahirapan na dinadanas nila, nagagawa nilang isang mga bagay na hindi naman dapat. Katulad na lamang sa pagnanakaw. For example, um, they need the they need this food, like for example. So, dahil nga sa kahirapan, hindi sila makabili ng pagkain mismo, nakakagawa sila ng mga bagay na hindi tama just to sustain their needs. The next casual factors is the delinquent gene. So, genes may play a part in determining whether we turn to crime or that is the research shows. Kasi sometimes, kung ano yung behavior na nagawa ng isang pamilya or membro sa isang pamilya, kaya nga sinabing genes mismo. For example, ang tatay mismo ay isang tinatawag na magnanakaw na mismo. So, maipapasa pala natin ito or tinatawag na namamana rin pala ang pagnanakaw mismo o paggagawa ng isang mga krimen. Hindi lamang sa tatay, for example, sa lolo, sa lola, or kahit ano pa mang relatives mismo. So, mana-mana siya. The next one is casual factors also the family conflict and family criminality. Like for example, in the family conflict is the broken family. So, dahil nagkahiwalay ang parents nila at walang tinatawag na pag-aruga sa anak mismo. So, nalilihis sila ng landas. Or like for example, conflict palaging nag-aaway si nanay at si tatay sa isang tahanan at nakikita ito ng bata. So, there will be a big possibilities na mangyayari na makakagawa sila ng mga krimen mismo dahil nawawalan sila ng mga guidance. The next one also is the family criminality. Kung isang sa buong miyembro mismo ng pamilya na yun, sa isang pamilya na yun, ay gumagawa mismo sila ng pagnanakaw as a group. So, it will be connect to the casual factors also. The next one is the low intelligence and academic failure. Dahil sa mga karanasan nila sa eskwelahan, nagkakaroon sila ng mga failure mismo na hindi sila nakakapasa or hindi sila nakakakuha ng mga matataas na grado, there will be a big chances na papasok sila sa mga sa isang group of friends na nakakagawa ng mga bagay na hindi kaaya-aya. And like for example, and also in a casual factor is the hyperactivity and impulsivity. So, meaning to say ng impulsivity, ito yung an act without thinking. That's why nauseous behaviors that are in most cases biological. Like for example, in the pictures, as we can see, the father is paying the children's debt. So, meaning to say, these children, hindi sila mismo ay kumukuha sa isang store na hindi nila namamalayan na kumukuha na pala sila. That's why na-shock yung father na siya yung nagbayad ng utang ng kanyang mga bata or kanyang anak. That's why sinabing nauseous behavior that are in most cases. The next one is the social learning. Do as you see in the underlying principle, societal trends tends to influence youth activity. Dahil nga sa tinatawag na social media, like for example, kung ano yung mga nakikita nila mga trends mismo, it will tends to influence them to do that thing. And next, what are the theories? First, the strain theory. Second, differential theory. Third is labeling theory. And the fourth one is male phenomenon. So what is string theory? It is a theory holds that crime is caused by the difficulty faced in achieving socially valid goals by legitimate means by those in poverty. Ito na yung example nung una sa casual na mismo sa kahirapan nakakagawa sila ng mga bagay na hindi kaaya-aya. The second one is differential theory. It suggests young people are motivated to commit crimes by delinquent peers and learn criminal skills from them. So like for example, kapag yung isang bata ay nagkaroon ng kaibigan mismo at yung mga kaibigan na yon or yung peers na yon or circle of friends na yon ay gumagawa mismo ng pagnanakaw, there will be a big chances na yung anak mo ay mabibilong rin sa mga activities na ginagawa nila. The next one is labeling theory. The idea is that once labeled as deviant, a young person may accept the role and be more likely to associate with others who have been similarly labeled. So meaning to say, like for example, itong bata na ito ay nakulong na mismo at nakagawa na ng pagnanakaw, isang mga krimen. Then after that, once na sila ay napalaya na mismo, mabibilong rin sila or makikipagkaibigan sila sa mga taong katulad nila. Then therefore, there will be a big chance na uulitin at uulitin nila ang mga bagay na yun. Next one is male phenomenon. So youth crime is disproportionately committed by young men. So karamihan daw po sa research na ginawa ay mas marami ang involved na kalalakihan in terms of juvenile delinquency kaysa sa mga kababaihan. The next is substance abuse. Ito yung tinatawag na behavior that contribute to health risk. Sometimes, dahil sa na-abuse yung isang tao, um, nakakagawa sila ng mga bagay na um, kaya it will take the contribute to health risk. So, dahil na-abuse sila sa mga bagay na yon, so, mas gusto na lang nila mapariwara na lang din mismo yung buhay nila kasi nawawalan sila ng mga landas. Then, also, the next one is the gang involvement. So, gangs often engage in illegal monetary activities and are committed to criminal orientations. And crimes and offensive behavior may be arrested for violent crimes, like, for example, aggravated assault, homicide, rape, robbery, and the property crimes like arson. Arson is the criminal act of deliberately setting fire to property. Next one is car theft. Ito na yung pagnanakaw mismo. At next one is the burglaries. It is entry into a building illegally with intent to commit a crime, especially theft. Then, the next one is the larceny. It's theft of personal property. Pagnanakaw mismo ng mga property. The next one is, as you can see, it is the statistics crime of the children. So, nakuha ko lang po is the year of 2016, 2017, until 2018. So as we can see, the in this graph, for the red color, it is the 12 to 15 years old. For the yellow color is the 16 to 17 years old. For the year 2016, for the 12 years old to 15 years old, as we can see, 5,200 mismo ang nakapag-commit ng crime sa mga kabataan. For the 16 to 17 years old, 7,131. Mas mataas for the 16 to 17 years old. For the year of 2017, 12 to 15 years old, as we can see in this graph, 5,088 lamang. Mataas. At pagdating naman ng 16 to 17 years old, 7,242. And for the year of 2018, for 12 years old to 15 years old, 3,032. For 16 to 17 years old, 5,044. So next graph, same with the children crime stats. For the green color is below 9 years old. For the blue color is 9 to 11 years old. In 2016, 229, 9 years old. Then 9 to 11, For the 2016, 822. For the year of 2017, 9 years old is 136. And for 9 to 11 years old is 749. For the year of 2018, below 9 years old is 91. And for the 9 to 11 years old is 358. For the next graph, as we can see, this is undetermined. So, meaning to say, hindi na-determine kung ilang taon ba ito. So, for the year of 2016, it is 5. 2017 is 12. For the year of 2018 is 1,035 mismo ang nakapag-commit ng crime for the undetermined. So, preventions. So, ano ba yung mga preventions na dapat gawin or para maiwasan mismo ang pagkakaroon ng mga juvenile delinquency? So first, in order to prevent the juvenile delinquency, following measures may be suggested. First is creating a team at government as well as private level for the prevention. Second, it is giving proper training to the members and staff of all organizations concerned with delinquency control. Next is establishing child guidance clinics or give appropriate treatment to the distributed and maladjusted children. The next was educate to the families to realize the importance of giving proper attention to the needs of their young children. And the last one is improving the social environment, slum areas, busy markets, and places, and etc. So, for the for the psychotherapies, first is the reality therapy. So the reality therapy, it is the approach to counseling and problem solving focuses on the here and now of the client and how to create a better future instead of concentrating at length on the past. It emphasizes making decisions and taking action in control of one's own life. Typically, clients seek to discover what they really want and whether what they are currently doing, how they are choosing to behave, is actually bringing them nearer to or further away from that goal. The next is milieu therapy. It's the psychiatry treatment of mental disorders by making changes to a patient's immediate environment. It involves the patient joining a group and using the combined elements of positive peer pressure, trust, safety, and repetition. It provides an idealized setting for group members to work through their psychological issues. Next is behavior therapy. Is focused on helping an individual understand how changing their behavior can lead to changes in how they are feeling. The goal of behavior therapy is usually focused on increasing the person's engagement in positive or socially reinforcing activities. Last one is the activity therapy. It is a healing technique that is often employed with people overcoming physical addictions or emotional issues. The main focus of the therapy is to engage the individual in creative endeavors that help to alter the thought processes of the patient in a positive manner. Activity therapy may take place between a therapist and a single patient or be utilized in a group environment. So that is the last pre- for the preventions or the psychotherapies. So for the last part of this topic, I'm going to show you a video. So the example of involving in a juvenile crime or the crime for the kids or for the children. So this one is the title is the kids jump on moving truck to steal to feed families. The last part of my presentation. Have a good day.